I'm 2 shots in, I'm feeling myself, and I need your hands to come and give me some help. Cause I'm 2 shots in, and I can't help myself. That's why I need you here to help me sweat out of this liquor. To help me sweat out of this liquor. To help me sweat out of this liquor.
What's crackin'?
Hey y'all!
It's your boy Daytatchi.
And a taste of Brittney. A taste of Brittney.
And we're talking toasted.
We are ready to.
Oh yeah. Let me ask you. Are you in a relationship?
I am not in a relationship. I am single, so if y'all wanna holler.
She's single, y'all. So holla at her on Plenty of Fish.
First off, I'm not on Plenty of Fish.
I'm sorry, Christian Mingle.
Okay. I'm not a Christian. But I'm not looking for anyone, okay?
Oh.
For the bag.
She looking for the bag.
So if you got that
The bag of balls.
If you got that chin call me. 623. No, you're not getting it. Okay, go ahead.
Is it 63?
Yeah, it is.
Oh. Okay, so just give a little background. Let's give a little background first.
Right. Y'all know us.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your name? Where you come from? What you like to do before you started hosting this show? Who is Britt? A Taste of Brittney.
So I am a Taste of Brittney, okay? Brittney. If you want to call me Brittney, no, you can't. You gotta call me a Taste of Brittney, okay?
You gotta say the whole thing. It's not Brittney.
The whole thing.
It's a taste of Brittney.
Brittney, because you gotta get a taste of your name, baby. So.
Oh. Okay.
But anyway.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I am originally born in Arizona. I was raised in California. I stayed there for about 17 years. I'm 27 now, so just imagine. I am a blogger, so if you guys ever want to check it out, I do blog about lifestyle, self-care, and travel. And okay, sorry about that. So if you want to follow me, atasteofbrittney.com. If you are interested, pretty much I blog, I do web design. I'm just all around just a fucking girl who just does everything, okay? I
You
do
see
everything.
them eyes?
You see them?
Iconic.
I do everything, okay? So just like, accept me for me, okay? I don't really have anything specific that I like to do. I'm an all-around girl. I'm down to earth. I'm free-spirited. I feed off energy. So if you ever see me on camera and he's doing something stupid, you're definitely going to see my reaction to it because I'm going to feed off that energy. I'm going to embrace that energy that he's giving me. And it's just automatic. I have no control over it. So that's just who I am in a bunch. But now we're going to tell you the other name because I don't got nothing else to say. You're going to find out.
Well, I've been around the world. Aye.
Hey, I.
Okay, that's not the... Ooh, child, the ghetto. I'm Daytatchi. Some people call me Day Day. Some people call me Tachi. Some people call me the Toch.
People call you Day Day?
Yeah. Some people call me Day Day. Alright. So, yes, I'm Daytatchi. I'm a singer and songwriter. Producer sometimes. I'm into music. I used to do a show called This Ain't the Liquor Talking. And I missed the show. It just kind of, just folded just because of internal issues. But, we don't have no beef. I love everyone from This Ain't the Liquor Talking. But it's just that me and A Taste of Brittney, we just have this
vibes.
We talk and we get toasted. We get toasted and we talk. Or we talk and get toasted.
And we toasted and we get talk. And we eat.
And then we was like, you know what? One day, A Taste of Brittney was living in Arizona at the time.
Yes.
We were talking. She would come to visit us here in Atlanta all the time. We've been friends for a while. And I'm like, I really would love to do another show and like this ain't the liquor talking, and we should do it together because me and you we get lit because we.
Like literally every time I come out here, we always eat and drink. So I was like, why not record that shit? Because every time I come, we always having fun. So fuck it, let's just record it and let's just do what we do on a regular basis. Why not? We talk shit anyway, so that's what we do. We talk and toast it. You know.
I just like to, shoot the shit and just talk. I do it all the time with my friends and family. We just do that. But it's gonna be some twists to this shit. Cause we got some shit coming up to y'all. Okay, I'm trying not to curse so much, but usually when I drink,
it just comes out.
It just
like a pill.
No, sir. We got some great, exciting things. Some wonderful guests coming up.
Oh, okay.
These are our special guests. Everyone. This is Talkin' Toasting, bitch. All right, so let's get right into the relationship. No, so what are goals, like relationship goals? Who do you look at that you be like, damn, that's relationship goals?
Russell and Sierra, I feel like they're so fire, bro. Like, Sierra really, does not care about Future. Like, she's just like, Russell is my man, and that's what's it. And Russell is like, I don't give a fuck about Future. This is what it is. Like, I'm gonna take care of his kids and everything. You feel me? So, like, I feel like that's a man in itself. Like, when you don't have to care if it's your kid or not, you just gonna take advantage. I mean, you just gonna take control.
That's my time.
Like, that's gonna be my kid regardless. You feel me? I'm gonna make sure that.
My time.
I'm gonna make sure you call me that. You know, call me that. Okay? Like, we ain't even gotta worry, boo. But I just feel like that type of relationship is like the type of relationship I want to be in.
And a relationship of accepting.
Right.
Acceptance. Like, accepting you where you are and then moving forward to where you're going to be. Like,
exactly.
Someone who...
We're not dwelling on the past.
Yeah.
It's all about the future, baby.
Yeah.
We ain't got to worry about, oh, she cheated on me, so now I got to be mad at her every time I see her even shake another person's hand. Like, no, bruh. Like, let's move on. Let's move on to the future. Let's let go of all of that. Because when I did it, you forgave me for it. So let's just move on from it. Let's not keep going back to it. Because if we keep going back to it, that means we can't move forward. Period.
I'm picking up what you putting down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick it back up, though.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say my relationship goals. It's got to be. I don't know. It's hard. There's a few people I really. Okay. It may sound cliche, and I know people try it a lot with these two people, but Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. Let me tell you something.
Okay, first off,
let me tell you something about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett.
Ain't they swingers?
I don't know what they are, but
Okay,
they
they've
together.
been married forever.
They together, and they still support each other regardless. Like, you ain't gonna poke no holes in Will and Jada Pinkett Smith.
Nah.
Period.
Not one.
Period.
Not one.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, Will and Jada Pinkett Smith, that's goals. Like, they...
Will respects Jada to
He
the fullest.
That will never...
And that man is
Let me
so
tell you
happy.
something. Let me tell you something. If Will and Jada Pinkett ever get divorced, it won't be no bullshit. It won't be no news. It won't be no tabloid shit. They gonna respect each other until the motherfucking grave. And that's why Will and Jada Pinkett Smith are goals. I got some other like people like I love Tamia and Grant Hill. I love Ronnie DeVoe and Shamari DeVoe. I know all this is going over your head, but like I just love like black love. I love love.
It's so beautiful.
I think that when you get married, it's a whole other level of, well, it should be a whole other level.
And if you really think about it, love is all a part of your life. You get one life, okay? Do you want to spend it just sad, depressed, or do you want to spend it loving?
Let me tell y'all, I got a lot of miserable friends out here, okay? What's going on out there?
Take control, baby, okay?
Okay, so
love is love. You can love yourself, you can love somebody else, you can have somebody else love you, you can love your children.
And you gotta love yourself first. I know that shit sounds cliche as hell, but if you know your worth and you know who you are and you know you have expectations of who you're with. You won't accept no bullshit from nobody. None. So, I don't know. But my number one is Will and Jada Pinkett Smith. I love them.
Everybody else is always talking about relationship goals. What about single goals? You feel me? Single goals, I pick Rihanna. Cause she's just single to the
Is she
fullest.
single though?
Is she single?
I thought she was dating some rich white man.
Okay, but when she was single, she was fine as fuck. Okay.
Look, it's a single glow. It's a glow up when you like when you been, but that's when you've been in a toxic, terrible relationship.
You bounce back, baby. Okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being single. I just want to put that out there. Like, I feel like a lot of people feel like you're obligated to be in a relationship because you know that you're going to
Just like I feel like a lot of people feel like you're obligated to get married, you're obligated to have a child.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants to do that for one, and not everybody should do that. Because there's a lot of parents that shouldn't be parents. Let's put it out there.
I'm just saying.
Let's be real.
Like, so a lot
I'm
of
just
y'all that
saying,
you
you could do
are not, you're not up to par, okay? I'm just saying, like, some people just need to slow it down. Don't have 5-6 kids just because you want to pop some, okay? Relax. Bring it back. Take a step
Everybody is not meant to bear children. Everyone's not meant to get married. Everyone's not meant to... Shit, everyone ain't meant to run a business. Some people are meant to work for motherfuckers, okay? So that's just how it works. Let's move on, because what I want to know is, if you're in a relationship, is there a stipulation on how much sex you get?
I want to have sex every day, okay? I want to have sex every fucking day. Now, if I'm on my period,
She wants to have sex every other day.
I want to give
period.
you sex every
Just
day.
when the blood just not... Wait.
I want to give you some head every day.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having sex. Okay, we're not even gonna get into that subject. Let's stop right there, because I know we was about to get a subject where we about to talk about sex while we on our period. Some of you bitches do that shit. That shit nasty, okay? But I've done it before. I'm just saying, it's nasty, okay?
Okay.
But we're not gonna get into that.
So
what we gonna get into is when you on your period, you just gotta give me that. Ooh, I gotta say.
So let me ask you something. Let me dig a little deeper. When you're on your period, is it that you want to have sex on your period? You want to have sex on your period, so since you want to have sex on your period, you're like, okay, so just give me here, give you satisfaction.
I think we're the horniest when we're on that period, so for me personally, anything that pleases somebody else gives me satisfaction. Like, that's how I get my satisfaction, by pleasing other people. Like, when I know somebody is being pleased, I'm happy. I'm turned on. You feel me? I'm wet. But I'm just saying. Like, I just feel like if you really think about it, the most important thing in life is a feeling. You always remember how somebody made you feel. You don't remember the situation. You don't remember what happened. You don't remember none of that. But you always remember how they made you feel. Whenever you fall in love, you always remember how it made you feel to feel that love from somebody. When somebody does something nice for you, you remember how it made you feel when they did something nice for you. So when I please somebody else, I remember, like, damn, it made him feel good when I did that, so I'm gonna make sure I do that again. You feel me? But yeah, I'm just thinking about shit right now. But
She having some flashbacks. Okay. All right,
you take
baby.
over because I can't.
Well, I think we both Pisces, so I think that's probably part of the problem when I get my answer, because I love sex.
I do, like, every day, all day,
Anywhere.
So let me give y'all a little background. I was in a relationship for 5 years, okay? And we had sex every day for 5 years, other than the time that we were in our period and I was sucking his dick. We literally did not stop until I moved to Arizona and he stayed out here in Atlanta, Georgia. And once that happened, it was kind of like sex wasn't that important. It was more like we wanted more than that. You feel me? So
Oh, we getting deep.
we are getting deep because I'm drunk. I'm toasted.
All right, let's speak. Speak on it.
So it was more like I was falling in love. You feel me? It's giving butterflies. And I did it. It wasn't that at that point. Like sex had always been sex to me. So whenever we had sex, it was just like it is what it is. You feel me? Thanks. It was nice. I had fun. Let's go. Okay, you feel me? But now, after having that break, after being with somebody for so long, after growing, after turning 27, it was like, okay, I want more than just sex. I want love. I want deep. You feel me? I want something that's so intimate to the point that every time you think about me, it's always a smile on your face. You feel me? Every time you look at me, you always just happy. You get butterflies every time you look at me. Every time you want to go out to eat or you go to the grocery store, you think about me first. You feel me? Like, I want that type of love. I want the love to where I'm always on your mind, bruh.
God damn.
That's the type of love I want. You feel me? And it was like after we went a whole year without having sex, it was like, what's sex? You feel me? That's just a bonus of what you already got from me. Like, I want something that's gonna last forever. I don't want to feel like, okay, we just having sex. Oh, it's over in 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, however long you last. But
hopefully longer.
Yeah. But I'm about to say, like, at the end of the day, I wanted something that was gonna take control of me and that was gonna leave a feeling. You feel me? Something that was going to leave a feeling so that way I can know that every time I come back to it, I remind myself of that feeling.
So basically, you wanted a connection beyond your sexual desires, beyond a physical connection.
Sex is just a bonus. It's just so much deeper than just sex. It's just so much deeper than just a feeling. You feel me? Like, it's falling in love. It's embracing the moment. It's enjoying life with somebody that's just going to appreciate every moment. I was about to curse, sorry. It's
okay.
Every moment with you. You feel me? Like, it's going to be, oh, sex is just, okay, go take it away because I can't even.
Well, you know
I'm so mad. We talked about so much.
So since we talked, okay, I'll drink to that because in relationships, you didn't even drink. You toasted, you ain't drink. That's the rule. You got to toast and then sip.
I just sipped.
Before you toast it.
Oh, so I have to sip, toast, sip?
Sip.
Toast, sip.
Toast.
Sip.
Sip.
The rules have changed, clearly.
That's the rule. Always. Okay, I don't know if you know this. I have not had sex in over 2 years.
Okay.
What? Why? He's in a relationship.
I'm in a relationship. I think it's important to make sure you got a connection with somebody.
Yeah, definitely.
And I respect the process. First of all, I've cheated, which is something we should talk about in this topic. I've cheated in past. No, not in my relationship. No. Not in my current relationship. No.
I don't want no drama.
No, I'm not a cheater.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to say.
All right.
That's what happens when you talk toasted. Sometimes, yeah. Let me clarify. Don't edit my shit wrong, Red. Okay. So in past relationships, I've cheated, but it was like you did this to me, and I'm gonna do this to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've never been the type of person where I'm in a relationship and I mislead someone, or I'm in a relationship and I feel like I need something else. If I tell you I'm with you, then I'm with you all day. But the only time that I'm in a relationship, the only times I've ever been in a relationship and I cheated was when I was doing tit for tat. So those were the times I cheated. In my current relationship, no, I haven't cheated, and
you don't expect to.
I don't expect to.
Yeah, definitely not.
And it's because the person, if you're in a respectful relationship, then you don't.
I don't care how long I know. I will fuck him. Okay,
Yeah, she probably would kill me if I called her and said, Brittney,
like,
guess what? I just think that at the end of the day, you have to make sure that it's appropriate. The situation is appropriate, and that you can survive any type of situation. I think that when you bring sex into a situation, sex into a relationship, sex into any type of relationship, that you have to make sure that both parties are prepared for it.
That's the energy, just so you know. So when you're having sex and you're passing your orgasms and cum and nut and whatever the hell you want to call it within each other, and you pass it to each other, that's an energy. So if the other person is, if you feel that energy to where the other person is like, well, I'm in love, and they think that they're in love, and they go and they have sex with somebody, and the other person is not in love, that's an energy. Those are two energies that are negative, you feel me? So then it's just going to feel like it's just sex. But when it's love and love on each end, and y'all both having sex with each other, it's so much deeper, right? It's so much intense. It's so much more than just sex. So for him to say, oh, I haven't had sex in 2 years, that's a blessing. That's beautiful. Somebody like me couldn't do that shit. You feel me? But somebody like him is like, that's a blessing, bro. Like, you can't just sit there and be like, oh, I haven't had sex in 2 years. You don't hear a lot of people say that. You feel me? So for him to say that, it's like, okay, then that makes me look at you like, damn, bro. Like, do I need to stop having sex?
Well, you know what? I'm a freak. I won't lie. I won't.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
You said you ain't have sex, meaning intercourse. No. Have you given head?
It's other things to do other than intercourse.
Oral sex.
Yes, there is oral sex. There are.
So you guys have oral sex though, right?
Or
is that appropriate?
Or like, yeah, or mutual masturbation.
Okay.
Sorry, we're making people uncomfortable.
Just running out.
There are things that you can do to fulfill your, you know what I'm saying, to fulfill desires.
Yes. So as long as you're still having foreplay and you're doing something, I think that keeps the spark. I didn't thought you guys weren't doing anything at all, like wait till marriage type stuff.
I don't know what we're waiting for, but I'm willing to wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not in a situation,
there's no rush.
Because I know who I'm with. I know what I'm dealing with, and I feel comfortable in the situation. I'm willing to sacrifice that part. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a problem. There's nothing wrong
with that. Sex is just a bonus, bro. Like, everything is going good. We vibing. We living life. We got a whole place together. We sleep together. We cuddle together. You feel me? We go out to eat together. We have fun together. What is sex? I can go jack off in the bathroom and still get
I don't like to jack off in the bathroom.
I'm just letting you know I can masturbate. I can go to the sex shop. You feel me? And still get pleasure. What is sex? You feel me? It's a bonus. Like, it's not something that's the obligation that you have to do. It's not a part of your relationship. It's not like if I don't have sex with you, we're going to break up. Like, no, it's not like it has to happen. You feel me? Sex is just a bonus. It's like, damn, if you good at it, then shit. We took another level up. You feel me?
So my next topic, so if you are having sex in a relationship, how often do you need to have sex in relationships?
Shit.
To survive?
If I'm having sex, I'm going to say like every week.
Once a week? Not more than once a week?
Maybe twice a week.
Not more than twice a week?
Every day. Every day except for when I'm on my period.
But I do want to ask you, like, in relationships, do you think it's important, like, to pick up a parent? Like, to keep up your appearance? Like, is it important to yeah.
I think that in relationships, if someone's going to be with you, they should take you as you are. So if you have your downtime where you just look bummy as hell, then you look bummy as hell. They shouldn't have to judge you because you look bummy. Like, be bummy. Like, you should be able to feel comfortable no matter how you look, and they should still be able to love you. It's not just about look. It's about personality. If they love you because it's deeper than what you look like. It's deeper than skin. You feel me? So it's not just, oh, I love you because you look good in bed or you look good outside of the house. Like, no, I love you no matter what. You feel me? So it's just, I don't think appearance matters, to be honest with you. And if I ever find somebody, baby, you better not care that I look bummy. I got a fucking head wrap on, sweats, t-shirt, titty saggy.
I honestly think that I think that the sexiest moments are when you are dressed down.
Yeah, when you
When
just
you
yourself.
like try
Right.
shit, when you wake up in the morning,
That's
when you
why
got
we
purple kisses and shit, and when you were in sweatpants and you know what I'm saying, and a t-shirt, and when your hair is all over the place, and you know.
Oh, okay, sorry, I'm drunk. I gotta pee. Sorry.
Anyway, this is our first episode of Talkin Toasted, and we want to dedicate this episode to Philip Nico Green.
Nico.
It's the anniversary, the 2-year anniversary of him leaving us, and he was very near and dear. And we miss you, and we love you.
I don't even know what to say, because like Nico was somebody that was just full of life. You feel me? Like he was just so happy and vibrant, and I only knew him for a short amount of time, but even within that short amount of time, he made me feel like I know him for years, and it was so beautiful. And like all I can do is remember the happy times we had. It was great. You feel me? Like I don't even know what to say. I just know that we miss you dearly. I wish you could be doing this with us, and I love you. I do. I love you so much, and I still have your CD in my car till this day. You feel me? Like it plays every time I turn my car on. So I love you.
He was a phenomenal artist.
Yes.
And not only a phenomenal artist, he was a phenomenal person. Like, and like she just said, I mean, we were friends for a long time. But when I introduced him to people,
he touched hearts. Like literally, he put an imprint on me.
He did, and that was
he was only knowing me for what, a week or 2 weeks.
And he made you feel like you were the world.
Like literally, I remember I had this Rihanna perfume, and I used to wear it all the time to work, and Nico used to always tell me I smelled so good, and like I used to feel so special, because like you don't hear a lot of compliments every day, and that's another thing that goes into relationships.
And that boy will compliment the shit.
He complimented me.
That boy made me feel like
I was like, damn, I smell good. Okay.
He made people feel like they were the only thing that mattered.
Yeah.
And he was such a beautiful person. As a matter of fact, like me and him, he used to get so pissed at me because I used to get pissed at him.
Right.
Because he would get so upset about people who were mean, people who did him wrong, people who said certain things or did certain things that weren't like nice, and it was like, yeah, that's just the way the world works, and he just couldn't understand it. He couldn't grasp it, and I've never met anybody like him in my life. I never have been so affected by anybody in my life. I'm sad, but I'm thankful and grateful for the time that we had. I wish that you were still here, but I'm choosing to believe that you are in a better place and are doing better things, and you're doing better work, and you're working on us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it breaks my heart every time I think about him.
I do.
But it also makes me smile and warms my heart every time I think about him, because he was one of a kind.
If I play the part You'll play for me too. If we forfeit the game, I'm not gonna be the one to lose. If we're standing on the edge of something, we're gonna fall. Just cover it up till we make sense of it all. In the dishes, shadows of love, we go through so much pain. Indecisive heart until you relapse again. If we're standing on the edge of something, we're gonna fall. Just cover it up till we make sense of it all. I need my Adderall.